Hello guys, and this is Senpai Studios, and this is going to be my first video. Okay, so we're going to do Tokyo Ghoul today, chapters 1 through 139, excuse me. Yeah, so this is going to be the story so far, in case for people who don't want to read 139 chapters, and I just want to go straight to the point. And, alright, so first off, our main character, Kanaki, and yeah, just Kanaki. Okay, so before we start, I'll say I really forget names, so I only remember like the main character and some other characters. So yeah, that's beside the point. So anyway, okay, so Kanaki meets Rize, and then they start going out, and then next thing you know, she's a ghoul. So she bites him, try to kill him, then out of nowhere, pillars fall from the sky and crush Rize. So Rize's dead. Kanaki's about to die, so the doctor be like, "Oh, all right, so we're gonna do an organ transplant." And so we got Rize's I forget what organ it is into Kanaki, and so he wakes up a half ghoul, so like a half ghoul hybrid, yeah. So yeah, hybrid, and so he trying to struggle on how to become a ghoul or a human, and so that's when he meets Toka, who works at the calf, later known as the Anakyo. Yeah. There. Anyway, yeah, so she helps him out, talking about, oh, yeah, just eat this meat. Pause. So he works there, and then he meets all his other characters and all that, turn goals and stuff. So, oh man, I want to be a ghoul. I want to be human, man. I want to eat other stuff. I can't eat humans. And so, Toka's like, yo, just deal with it. Deal with it. You know, you're going out, so grow up here. So she teaches him how to fight and stuff. So, yeah, so that's going well. And then he meets his, like I said, I'm bad with names, so it's a girl, right? And the mother. And then investigators come out of nowhere, kills the mother. Daughter sort of kind of sees it, so she gets scarred, and so Toka get revenge, kills one of the guys, and that's when the guy was like, "Oh man, it's a partner, no," and all that. And so he wants revenge. Then he fights a little bit with Kanaki, who gets the mask from the bull, and so he's like, "Oh man, I found this guy." Oh wait, no, he's crying because he's sort of kind of human still, and so yeah. So anyway. So the investigator guy, just call him A. I think his name is Amon or something, but let's call him A. Yeah, so he's like upset that his partner's dead, and so he gets his new partner, who turns out is his old partner's daughter, right? And so, oh man, so she's like, oh, I don't like you because sort of kind of not really killed my father. You didn't protect him and all that. So he's like, oh man, I'm sorry. And so next thing you know, so Toka's little brother, right? He come bursting into the calf, right? And so he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna take Kanaki because he's half gold and stuff, reminds of Rize and all that. And so, like, oh man, so she tried to fight something, she gets destroyed, and then Kanaki tried to fight the little brother, and then he gets destroyed, and then they kidnap Kanaki, and I'm like, oh man, what's gonna happen? And so they take him to this lair, right? And so he kind of like make him a slave and all that. And so Rize's old friend, right, some guy with a sort of kind of weird goatee type of thing. Yeah, so, oh yeah, we're gonna break out of here. Prison break. Huh, I ain't talking about the show. So yeah, so we try to break out, and then they succeed, right? And then it turns out that that the bull, blonde hairs, call him Blondie, right? He finds him, like, oh yeah, huh, what are we gonna do now? And so Kanaki's like, oh no, don't hurt him, like, capture me and like let them be cool. So he's like, alright, so next thing you know, he put Kanaki in his chair, right? And so he starts torturing him, right? So he meets, he starts like getting into this whole little genjutsu type of thing. And then, yeah, he meets Rize in his mind. Started talking about his life story. It's a pretty good flashback, I enjoyed it. And so, yeah. And so he's like, oh, you know what? This time, I'm a ghoul. Next thing you know, boom, plot twist. He changes, like, somehow dyed his hair. I don't know. Changed his hair to white. Natural color, I believe. Yeah, so he breaks out, and he, like, sort of kind of hurts the Blondie, right? So he's like, oh, man. So Kanaki started eating the Blondie. Like, oh, man, he's eating him. And so he's still alive. So, Kanaki leaves, and then the bull, the investigator, a short kid, let's call him Blondie 2, right? And so he walks up to the other Blondie and he kills him. Like, oh man, this kid, he's pretty badass, you know. And so Kaneki, he runs off. Then he meets Toka and his friends who came to save him, right? And so it's like, oh yeah. And then they complete their mission and all that, happy. Then Kaneki was like, oh yeah, I want to go my separate way. And so Toka was like, no, come on, no, don't do that. He's like, oh, I have to. And I'm like sitting there, yo, Kaneki is badass, you know. He gets shit done most of the time. And so, yeah.
I feel like I'm dying.